Welcome back to What You're Cooking. Culinary Hijabi here, and I want to welcome you this evening. Happy Ramadan, by the way, to all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. May Allah accept our Ramadan, our fasting, and make it easy for us. So we are going to be using the fettuccine that we made from last week in this video. So this is part 2, so welcome back. We're going to be doing shrimp fettuccine Alfredo today, and we're going to use homemade Alfredo. Gonna have a little kick with habanero peppers, garlic, some basil, thyme, mushrooms, and onions. So stay tuned and let's get into this video. Alright guys, welcome back again to the next episode of What You're Cooking. Gonna make a from scratch fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp. Getting everything started. And this pot over here is gonna be our fettuccine sauce. It's a bit different from the original or the traditional fettuccine. So this has some chiffonaded basil, some julienne cut habaneros, and of course the Parmesan. The other ingredients are pretty standard: butter and heavy cream. So chiffonade is when you really thinly slice the basil, where it's like a ribbon, really slim ribbon slices, and then the same thing with the julienne. It's just cutting it super skinny. So in the pan, we are getting our veggies ready. This pan is going to have the shrimp and vegetables. So we're having a little olive oil, half a cup of onions, some sliced bella mushrooms, which is the baby version of the portobello mushrooms. It's going to be a half a cup, some fresh garlic, habanero peppers, basil, thyme, uncooked, deveined, and tail off shrimp. So the whole point of what we want to do with the Alfredo is we're going to have that half a cup or 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're getting that melted down, and then we add our cup of heavy cream and let that come to a boil, and then we are going to have it reduced by half, which basically just means allow it to boil out until it's reduced by half. So now we're going to go ahead and cook our pasta, our fettuccine. So what I did was from the last, from when I made it, the fettuccine, is that I wrapped it up and put it in the fridge. So it dried a little bit, but that's no problem. Put it in the hot water, the boiling water. The fettuccine pasta does not take long to cook when it is fresh. So about 2 minutes or less. Let that boil. And then go ahead and strain it out. And then you're going to add that right into your right into your Alfredo sauce. So now we're going to go ahead and put the shrimp into the veggies here. See, all the veggies have browned, cooked down and browned, and then we add our shrimp. We're just going to put about a half a pound in there, and then add just a little bit of salt, because in the water with the fettuccine, we salt the fettuccine water superbly. Salt it like the ocean, as they say in school. So we don't need a lot of salt in anything else. Go ahead and put that Parmesan cheese in. This is freshly grated. And then we're going to put it back on the stove. We're going to put it back on the fire to get it thickened up. Doesn't take long for the shrimp to cook. They get them nice and plump. When you see them start to hug themselves a little bit like that, they are finished. We're not worried about them searing off or having a nice dark brown color, because we're just going to put it into the sauce. So we added the fettuccine into the sauce, and we're just kind of letting it cook down a little bit. Make sure not to overcook it. Make sure not to overcook the pasta. And it won't, because it doesn't take long for the Alfredo sauce to thicken up either. Oh yeah, look at that. See how they're hugging themselves really nicely. Nice and firm, but not too tough. They're still very tender, still very juicy. Then I go ahead and add this into the Alfredo sauce. Get that stirred around, and then we'll add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese right on top. So this is going to add flavor, of course. It's going to add creaminess, cheesiness, and it's going to add thickness. Making a little mess over here. It's all good though. It's delicious. So delicious. Definitely make sure that it is freshly grated Parmesan cheese and not store-bought where they're pre-packaged, because it is not the same. So the sauce has thickened up, and we are finished. We're about time to plate up everything now. White plate as always. Put down some shrimp as our base. And then we're going to layer the fettuccine right on top. Kind of wrap it around our tongs to give it that circular look. There we go. Place some shrimp on top, decoratively. Up. Give it a little height. Always makes it look pretty, and some freshly shaved Parmesan cheese for some decor. Yes. Some garnish rather. And some thyme. There we go. Place that. And there you have it. This is our spicy shrimp fettuccine Alfredo, completely made from scratch. Enjoy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to do a little taste test. If you didn't know, this is our homemade pasta here. The creamy Alfredo sauce that we just made. Shrimp. Nice and tender, and it's got some heat from the peppers, the habanero peppers. You can taste the garlic. Yeah, this is very good. And the Parmigiano. I don't want to take too big of a bite. Alhamdulillah, that's really good. Missed out on some shrimp. Thanks for joining us this evening. Ramadan Mubarak. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.